throw grenades.
No, don't throw grenades. Don't throw grenades at us. We aren't down here.
Guys, I think we should throw grenades.
Don't throw grenades at us. We mean you no harm. Just come out with your hands up. All right, what is up, guys? So we're back with a little bit of a different game, BattleBit Remastered. This is like if Roblox, Battlefield, and Call of Duty with the gunplay had a baby, and then this is what you got. So you can see here, there's 4 different types of game modes. There's 127 versus 127. 64 versus 64, and then 32 versus 32. Then there's also a shooting range where you can test out gear and stuff, and then there's a server browser where you can, find custom games, whatever the case is. Right now, I've been playing the 254 player servers, and they are absolutely insane. They are a ton of fun, but they are absolutely insane. Like there are people everywhere, guns everywhere, bullets everywhere, explosions everywhere. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I have messed with the 64 on 64. It's definitely a little more tamed, but you still have a lot of fun with them. I've been playing this since the early access came out, and it's really the only game that I've been playing for a while now. Keep that in mind. I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So if you look over here, you have your soldier layout. So you can kind of see like what gadgets you have, your kill death, all that other stuff, different stats, what weapons you have unlocked, your kills with weapons, different gadgets that you have unlocked, all that good stuff. Now, the only thing I wish they would do in the main menu is to allow you to customize your character and weapon for each faction in the home menu. And then that way it's already preset for the game. That's what I would like to see. But we'll see if that comes around. So with that, I'm going to show some gameplay and have a little bit of commentary with that, and then I'll have just regular gameplay here coming up. All right, so you can see here the game has just started, and we're all loaded up in this helicopter. Once the game starts, you can spawn into helicopters or tanks, IFVs, and then other guys who spawn in can jump into uh, the American equivalent to the MRAP, like if you're Russian. Um, there's multiple points on the map in the Conquest version, and then you obviously want to capture those points. Now, while doing this, you have, and you can see here, our pilot got confused with where the tree was, so we had to cut out a little early there. But you can fast rope. You can see there's you can see there's rappel lines. You can actually fast rope from these helicopters down into the game. There are mines, so you can lay down mines. Another issue with the mines and why I place them so far apart is, I believe, 2 floors above. If you put a mine on the first floor and it detonates, it will cause your second mine 2 floors above to detonate. So just keep that in mind when you're playing. I don't know. Hopefully that gets fixed, or it's intentional. I don't know. It kind of seems a little weird to me because typically what happens is when you're in a building and it gets stormed by the enemy, it's not just one guy. I mean, it's like 20 dudes that are storming your building, and one mine will not cut it. So if you stack one mine and then another one on the second or the third floor and then another one on the fifth floor, that first mine will trigger all of them to go off. Just a heads up. So hopefully that gets fixed. And again, if I am having constructive criticism for the game, please don't take that I'm knocking the game or anything like that. It's just constructive criticism. That's it. You can have constructive criticism. The difference between that and bitching is just bitching. You are just complaining because you're complaining. This is legitimate issue in the game, and I think that it's probably not intentional and is probably wanting to be fixed. So that's why I'm bringing it up. I don't think they want the mines to be blowing up 2 floors above the first mine. So you can see here, I can't remember if I actually hit this helicopter or not. So yeah, I missed the first time. It come back around, I hit it again. Uh, the helicopters do take a lot of damage. They can take, yeah, you can see there, I just did 31 damage from one RPG. So it does take quite a bit of hits for a helicopter to actually go down from RPG hits. But if you culminate that with like a small arms fire, they're pretty easy to take down. That's not an issue. They're not overpowered or anything like that. Um, you can see here the layout of this map. There's a lot of buildings. There's a lot of open field, hillsides, snipers everywhere. Good times. And I'm trying to shoot this guy, and I'm doing a terrible job at it. But you can see how this game is just a shit show. I mean, there's already guys up on this balcony over here shooting at us. We have guys below us at the nuclear power plant, pushing in, and we're just trying to uh, shoot at them. I mean, this is not a whole lot you can do in this position where I'm at now. I'm basically just on the side of a hill, hoping not to die, and I do. But I will say this: in this game, there is a very, very good player base. Um, and by that, I mean like guys are going out of their way almost sometimes to a fault to try to save their buddies. And that's not a bad thing to have at all. Play Battlefield. You know what I mean? Um, that's not a thing in Battlefield. Like hardly anybody's running around as a medic, and if they are, they're hardly ever picking anybody up. Like it's usually just to especially in Battlefield 5, just to use the abundance of smoke grenades you have to push the objective. But in this, anybody can drag a teammate, anybody can heal a teammate. It's just the medic can do it faster and has a lot more bandages to do it. There are some clipping issues that I've seen, like if you get too close to a box and you're trying to like lean out from it. The other thing that I'll say is I hope they add in a toggle lean instead of just the press lean. Like you have to hold it to lean. Right now, there is no toggle lean, and it's rough to try to lean while also move. So I'm hoping they had a toggle lean like they do with the crouch, or the crouch. I think is the only one because they don't even have a sprint toggle. I don't think. So I'm hoping they add that. That'll be nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it for right here, and then we'll fast forward to the next section. All right, so right now I am being dragged by one of my medics, and he picks me up, and we're back in the fight. Now, I will say this: they have fixed it to an extent already. With the first update, they just came out with the second update. They didn't touch anything else with the like reviving mechanics. But what I would like to see is there is no distinction between a live player and a downed player. There's just a blue icon. So in these battles, I can tell you it is very difficult unless there's a lull in the fight. It is very difficult sometimes to distinguish between somebody prone and like shooting or somebody prone just trying to take cover and like somebody who's dead. While there's 30 guys over there shooting at you, 30 guys on your side shooting, and it's very difficult to determine who's actually down, who needs picked up, and everybody just has a blue icon. Now, in the first update, they did make it so a medic can see how much time somebody has, and there's like a death skull showing how much time they have left. But for the average, just infantry guy, there's absolutely nothing to distinguish a downed guy between a dude that's still up. So I'm hoping what they can do is for everybody, once you get within like 10, 15 meters of somebody, their blue little I don't know, diamond turns into like a white cross or something like that, or a white plus sign, whatever you want to call it, to make it that much easier to determine if somebody's downed or not. Because again, the community is already really freaking good with helping each other out and picking each other up. But that will just give that extra little bit to help people out. Because I try to look for people who are down, um, even though I don't typically play the medic role, but it can still be very difficult to discern who's down and who's not. And I've probably ran over or ran past half the amount of people that I've probably helped up, just not knowing they were down. Um, so that's just one other thing to hopefully they push and fix. I would like to think that that's something they would like to put in there, but I don't know. I don't know what their goals are. And again, just constructive criticism, not bitching about it. And I've also heard that it's 3 guys who made this. So, like, everybody if you like games like this, and I'm not promoted at all to cover this at all or anything like that, I would highly recommend it. I mean, like, this is the game that I'm like and I haven't had this in a long time, guys. This is like, I want to play this game. You know what I mean? It's not like, "Oh, god, man." And I don't need to have friends to play it with. I can play it with anybody. You know what I mean? You can just jump in. A lot of the other games that I play, are very team oriented in the sense of like, let's say Ready or Not. Um, you really need to have a pretty good team with communication to play that. This game, you don't you can still have the communication, but you don't really need it. You know, you can just jump in and play and still have a great time and help your team out. So that is a huge plus for this game, and I hope they continue to keep going in the direction they're going because it's a heck of a lot of fun. Heck of a lot of fun, guys. Now, I will say, I do hope they add a hardcore game mode or something. Um, the time to kill for me is kind of wonky. Just to throw that out there, there's been instances where I put 2 or 3 rounds on a guy with my rifle, and then he swings around, does a 180, and just zips me up with an MP7. And it's like, okay, come on, you know what I mean? I have seen it appears that there's people who gravitate towards the submachine guns and the honey badger, and when I get killed by them, it also appears that they are maybe a little skewed on their stats. Their accuracy over extended ranges in full auto and damage appears to be higher than just your regular rifle. So just something to think about, something to look at. Hopefully they are doing um, some behind the scenes statistics of what guns are doing what guns are people using, what's their KD, what's their damage per second, all that kind of stuff to get that ironed out. But when I shoot a dude 2 3 times and I'm still shooting him, he zips around and just laces me up. I feel like there's probably an issue there with some of the either it was a hit registry issue where on my end I was hitting him and then on his end he wasn't, but we were like 5 feet away, so I don't know, or it's a damage per second issue with the weapons. Um, so we'll get on to the next scenario here. All right, so here is the customization of the characters. So you can see here, you can customize the face and stuff, mess with all that. And the other thing that you have though is the actual helmets have actual values to them. So having a baseball hat on will help you get on your scope faster, your optic faster, but it offers no armor value to your head. Same thing with the chest. You can have a light rig that makes you run faster, or you can have your normal or heavier rig that allows you to carry more mags, carry more throwables, so on and so forth. So, like, they actually have a purpose and different statistics involved with them. Same thing with your backpack. You can have a larger backpack to carry more um, ammo for like your secondary weapon or not secondary weapon, but your secondary utility. So like the RPG for the engineer as well. And then there's just some cosmetic stuff with your camos and just kind of what you want it to look like. And it's really awesome because not many have this. Like AAA games don't have this. So then we'll just get into this. This is just a night map. So you can see there is night maps. You can vote for them if you want a night map. And there's also night vision. So that's a lot of fun. You can have lasers and all that good stuff. You can have flashlights on your guns. There are also flares that are used, so you can throw flares and really mess with people who are using night vision because that shit sucks. I'll tell you that right now. So I'm gonna just show some regular gameplay now, no commentary, and then we'll wrap this up.
Help! Ah! Somebody pick me up! I got you. Thank you. What the fuck? Another way up. Help me! Help me! Everything to fear for. Minute.
Yeah,
I'm bleeding. Help! There's so many throw grenades. No, they're grenades.
No, don't throw grenades. Don't throw grenades at us. We aren't down here.
Guys, I think we should throw grenades.
Don't throw grenades at us. We mean you no harm. Just come out with your hands up. Hey, friendlies, guys. Friendlies.
Oh god.
There's a lot of them. Oh, it's dangerous.
Thank you,
Yeah,
medic.
we're pushing, bud.
Yeah, I'm putting your sister's ass.
Definitely firm.
Putting out more ammo, boys.
Nice work, boys. Hey, they're coming in from behind, guys. To the fucking northwest. Let's go. Let's go.
Push through.
Kill the red. Kill the red.
Yo guys, help.
Yeah, guys, I'm trying to get a reload in. Okay. Go that way. Huey.
Heal me.
Or, I'm sorry, Razor. Oh, fuck me. Is that a... They're in that room. Ahead, dead ahead. Oh, they did some silly shit.
Dude, these walls.
You guys got frags, chuck them.
Medic, medic, medic. Hold it.
Ooh. C4. Hold me back. Dang it. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. Fuck. C4? They're still up there. Shit. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. No, don't reload. We got bad guys up here. Let's tear that down. Aim a little bit lower. Oh, fuck me! I'm sorry, man. All I had was my RPG out. I feel bad. No, what are you doing?
Oh, I ran. I need you, man. I need you, man. No.
So this is BattleBit Remastered, guys, and I would highly recommend, if you're looking for a fun game to play, that you can just hop in, not really, you know, have to go all out, freaking crazy, try hard, sweat, lord, whatever. This is awesome. You can pop this on, play an hour or two of it, whatever, and you're gonna have a fun time. You know, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing like groundbreaking. They just did it right. They took everything that Battlefield should have done with their games and put it into a low poly game. Like, I mean, that's basically what they did. The gunplay feels nice. The movements are smooth. There, you know, there's just a couple little things that I hope that they fix, kind of with the UI or UI, not UI, like with the downed friendlies and some stuff like that. Other than that, I mean, it's a good game, and they're on the right track. They've already come out with 2 updates since what, this has been out like 6 days now, I think. 6 days since already have 2 updates, and I mean, this is again like 3 dudes making this. I mean, you don't see that with a AAA developer. And the nice thing is that it is a smaller game, as in like file size, because it has low poly counts. So updates should hopefully be pretty easy for them, and also not break the bank on people's hard drives. I mean, you're downloading an update for Battlefield or Call of Duty. That's like 10 gigs right there for an update. 15 gigs, you know. So I would highly recommend it, guys. I can't say it enough. I would check this game out if I were you, and I would join in on the chaos that is BattleBit. That's all I got, guys. I will see you on the next one.